Hi, it's Manus here, and I'm with Emmanuel in front of a Queen Brilliance coffee machine, and we're quickly going to show you how to get into the program and just adjust the cup sizes and so on. It's such a simple thing to do, so this is just a quick, easy video. So Emmanuel is going to show us how to get into the menu. Now the machine must be off, alright, so you can see it's off at the back, okay, and it's open. The door is not locked, alright. So remember, off and door open. Okay, now Emmanuel, you hold your finger on the plus and the minus, so it's button 1 and button 5. Alright, and then you switch it on at the back while you hold 1 and 5 in at the same time, okay? Okay, now, because he held it in for 5 or 6 seconds, you're in the info menu. So, if we go with plus and minus to scroll up and down in the menu, X to exit, and enter the little arrow here on button number 6 to enter. All right. So those are the buttons, the 4 buttons that helps you through the menu. So if I go plus, there's doses programming, machine parameters, that's where you set temperature and so forth. Coin box, the machine can handle a coin mechanism as well. Emptying the machine before you transport it and so on, and there I'm back at info. So there's only a few options. If I say enter, so I'm going to press enter on info, then it shows me the total counter. All right. X to go back to info. Alright, so let's go plus to doses programming, and then I'm going to say enter, and then let's just go to cappuccino, so it's button number 3. So I'm going to say plus, plus, now I'm on button 3, and I say enter. Okay, now I'm in a standard menu that is the same for all the buttons. Okay, and the first one says coffee water volume. How many cc's or milliliters is that? Alright, if I want to change it, I push plus. Can you see that it's 81? And there it's back to 80. Okay, enter to go to the next option. Grinding time, you shouldn't change this too much because that affects how much coffee is grind here. So the grinds falls in here, and that's 4.2 seconds at the moment. If you make that too much, you will grind too much coffee, and it will overgrind, and it will cause a problem and a blockage in the brew unit. So it's important not to change the grinding time unnecessarily. Okay, or when you do change it only by 0.5 at a time. Okay, so I'm saying enter. You say now whether the coffee must become before or after the solubles. Okay. Multi-espresso is off because it's not applicable to this machine. And now it's time 1, water 1. All right, and this is the water for 15 seconds that comes through the mixer bowl. All right, and this has an effect on the cup size, obviously. So how much water flows through the mixer bowl and into the cup, together with the 80 milliliter in this case of the coffee side. So it's 80 milliliter plus 15 seconds of water. Okay. So if the cup is not full enough, you can make this 16 or 17 seconds. And all you do is you just go plus to 16. All right, like that. So I'm going to go back to 50 now because I don't want to affect the programming. So then I say enter. Okay. There's a pause. Time 2 is not applicable. Time 1, water 2 is not applicable. And here we go to the mixer time. So how long must the mixer spin? Remember, on a previous video, we've changed the info here on the mixer, and this is where the mixer sits. So this is how much it must spin for 13 seconds. You can make it a little bit more to create the froth and to mix the product. Okay. Then we find mixer time 2, there's no second mixer, so it's not applicable. Soluble time 1, so you have soluble 1 and soluble 2. Okay, soluble 1 and 2, it relates to these 2 products here. So there's soluble 1 and there's soluble 2. All right, so it's milk powder and a hot chocolate. Okay, so that's soluble 1 and soluble 2. If you press enter, you go to soluble 3 and 4, which is not applicable to this machine. And then soluble delay is 1.2 seconds. Leave it like this always, because that delays the product so that the water flows first and the product second. Okay, and there I'm back to the doses programming. So this is how you program each button.